2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. We'd like to apologize for the technical difficulties we're having with the speakers tonight. Weather has played havoc with our sound system. We apologize for this. We will attempt to rectify the situation before we get too far into the program. Atlantic Bolt and Screw, Steel Mart's construction evening at Glade Speedway parade time as they come out of turn 4 with the service vehicles leading the way.
Hey, that's Rob.
The St. John Ambulance from number 275 Moncton Division, we appreciate their service tonight. They'll be on hand. Hopefully they won't be needed, but they're here in case they are. The Taylor's Auto Body General Repair, 372-9436 in Salisbury. Taylor's Auto Body, you'll see that vehicle numerous times this evening. Car number 40, the Chrysler product, is Bill McLean. The ideal muffler car, Moncton Chrysler Dodge. Automobile also sponsored by Tozer Plymouth Chrysler. Number 48, feature winner last evening in Shediac, the RK Bozo Automobile, David Blenus. Number 59, the winner of the endurance race 2 weeks ago, Dan O'Blenus, rookie this season. Number 6 in the sportsman division, the Ripley's Automobile, is Terry Charters. Number 75, Eugene Weagle from Steve's Mountain. And the number 78 car, back from a blown engine 2 weeks ago, is Bob Boucher. The number 15 car is Dan Burke in the sportsman division. And number 41 from Bloomfield, the Chevy Impala of Jim Tays. Number 43 is the Matt Hughes car, sponsored by Hughes Home Construction. Number 20, the Francis Plumbing and Heating car, is Ezra Gallantz. Number 62, 30-year veteran, Paul Lewis. The 92 car this evening is being driven by Ken One in place of Jim Beeman. And the 31 car is Keith Lewis, second-generation driver in the sportsman division. Number 9 from Gallagher Ridge, the Chevy Shell of Brian Quinlan. And number 2 is Charlie Lewis from Salisbury. The 92 car in the sportsman division, Doug White. And the 51 car is Norm Dryden, sponsored by McDonald Auto Salvage. The 85 car is your current point leader in the sportsman division. That's Ken McKenzie in the Hanson's Auto Science car. Following up in the 95, that's Gilles Legere to Shediac driving the Ford product. The Doug Robbins Enterprises number 66 is Dave Harrison from Havelock. And in the 24 car, we have Kathy Treitz. The 28 from Hillsborough is Bob Cook in the RK Bazell Automobile, also sponsored by Mack Tools. Number 78, part of the Dirt Diggers racing team, is Adam Pond, and in the number 13 is Roger Sears. and gentlemen, Pat and Shelley Rogers and the entire staff of Glade Speedway welcome you to Atlantic Bolt and Screw and Steel Mart night on the four corners of Glade Speedway. Starting off the evening, we have the Street Stock Division with their first qualifying event of the night. On the point, in the 24 car is Kathy Trites. Outside in the 75, Eugene Weigel. And we're going to have a green flag this time by Adam Turn 4. We're going to go racing. Eugene Weigel taking the early lead. Following him up is Jim Tays in the 41. Kathy Trites dropping back into fourth place down on the inside. Passed on the outside by Jim Tingley in the 31. Leading them around for the first lap, being chased down by Jim Tays. 3 wide in turn 1. 24 cars starting on top, dropping the rear back into the rear of the field. Legal with command of the event. Steve Potter has taken over third place and now looks to track down second, looks down low on the 31 car, and just a little around out of 4 at the line. It's the 31 holding them off. Eugene Weigel continues to lead, but now the battle for second falls into the hands of Steve Potter. Halfway this time by. Track him down, has moved all the way into second place at the halfway mark. Now it's a battle for third place between the 31 of Jim Tingley and the 41 of Jim Tays. Tingley with the advantage that time by. Off in the dirt as he maybe was watching that terrific battle for top spot down the backstretch. With 2 to go this time around, Steve Potter has taken the lead away from Eugene Weigel in a 4, side by side, and he ducks down low to the inside, taking over the top position. Weigel gets sideways in turn 1-2. Now he better just try to hold on to second place as he's got the other cars tracking him down. Meanwhile, Steve Potter with a great piece of driving in this event sees the right track with 1 to go. The Marshall Cabinet Chevy Chevelle down the backstreet looking for a checker flag next time by as he encounters the slower car of Kathy Trites, the 24 in front, but to no avail, he crosses the line in first place. The C-Star Marshall Cabinet Chevelle number 5 on top. Eugene Weigel comes home second with Jim Tingley third, and Jim Tays in fourth spot. Welcome this evening, the Legend Cars Atlantic BF Goodrich Tour. And they're on hand tonight with a lot of their beautiful automobiles, and you'll be seeing them just a bit later in the program. And we'll have lots of information on those cars as they are unfamiliar probably to most of the people here this evening, as well as myself. So we'll have lots of information to update everyone on just who we'll be seeing in those cars tonight. Number 2 in the evening comes out of turn 4, lined up for the Street Stock Division. Meanwhile, Gary Ward Photography photographs being taken by Gary Ward there. And on the outside, last week, or rather 2 weeks ago, the winner of the endurance race, the rookie, Elevator, 6th time out of turn 4, Racing. advantage in the second street stop qualifying event. Bryant almost collected the wall at turn 4. Watch that car as he exits the turn. A little loose tonight. Almost gets sideways again out of 2. Paul Boucher to 78 out of turn 4. Coming to the line. On top. Followed up by a 95.5 Jose Lazier. 00 Derek Smith is third. That's a quick automobile, as well as the 2 of Charlie Lewis was dropped back into 4th place. Daniel Blunas back in 5th spot. He likes the longer races. Let's see how he can do in a qualifying heat. Looks for a way around Lewis down the back chute, but all single file right now. Someone looking to don't want to make a mistake. And take the advantage of the 59 of a Blunas goes down low in the 2 into turn 1. And some contact made there into turn 2. He takes a little shortcut around the turn. Side by side down the back chute. Top 3 coming to the line. Halfway. And Lewis off the base to right is down on the inside below as well. As Bob Boucher takes it around at the halfway point. Boucher can feel the heat right now. Bob Boucher being challenged to the inside for top position by Joe Lazier out of turn 2. This is going to be one wild finish now. They're side by side. There's 3 to go this time around. At the line, Boucher has about a 10-length advantage. And he gets loose in turn 1. A tough position for Derek Smith with nowhere to go. But now, Boucher has dropped back with the 2 laps to go mark. And Joe Lazier has taken command of the race. Joe Lazier, the 95.5, and the white flag this time around. Derek Smith is in second position. Climbing all the way back up to third is Dan O'Blanis in the 59, trying to get one more position before they get to the stripe. Angel Grant making a move for third, is trying to get a little Boucher. They make contact coming out of turn 4. They're side by side, and Boucher takes that spot at the line. But Joe Lazier is the winner of the second qualifying heat in the street stock division tonight.
Yeah, the official talker. Set his own talker.
Oh, which one is there?
Yeah, he's got that. His name's Gary Ford.
Oh, Gary Ford.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the guy.
Because we do a drive of the week feature, and then whoever has it, we want to get
Okay,
it on the
so
side.
each driver throws one in.
Joe Lazier, the 95.5, brings it home in the street stock division after his victory lap. We get the nod from Steve Pettipaw. It is raining. Over the green flag will come down on the Budweiser Sportsman division for right here into the O2. On the point into turn 1. We'll soon be able to tell how slick this track's getting when they come into the turn. When they start getting sideways, we'll know exactly what the conditions are out there. Roy Garnett, meanwhile, taking down the first lap. And they're stepping pretty gingerly through the turns. Oh, there he goes. The 15 car gets loose. The 31 goes around. And that spells trouble for the time being as the yellow flag will come down on this event. The outside of row 2 in the 62. Outside in the 15 is Dan Burke. The 87, Donnie Pond. Right up to 4, give him a wave, we're gonna go! Racing! The rain will not stop us at Glade Speedway. Lloyd Garnett neither. He's on top in first place in the qualifying heat for Sportsman Division for Budweiser points. Crossing the stripe in first place, Paul Lewis has moved to second as Keith Lewis has dropped to the rear of the field. Perhaps still a little unsure about the slickness of the station. Lloyd Garnett, the ideal muffler automobile in first place. Donnie Pond challenging Paul Lewis. A couple of old-timers going at it. They'll probably shoot me for saying that, but they have multiple years of racing experience between them. Donnie Pond trying to challenge to the outside. Keith Lewis taking it to the infield. Perhaps a problem on his machine this evening in the first qualifying heat. Lloyd Garnett, no problem at all. Still leading them around. Halfway marker this time from starter Ken Brace. Halfway with a smirk in the 02. Paul Lewis now tracks on the leader. Sets his sights on that forest green 02. It looks like he's catching him. The question is, can he get by him? Catching him and passing him. Definitely two different things. Especially on the tight turns of Glade Speedway. Crossing the line, Garnett on top. With 3 to go, Lloyd Garnett. Donnie Pond duking it out for the #1 position in the first qualifying heat. Budweiser Sportsman points. Donnie Pond trying to set up a last-minute challenge. Looks to the outside of Garnett down the back chute. Hits a bumper on him. Out of turn 4. Pond the long way around on the outside. Garnett beats him to the line with 1 to go. Will they have enough to get by on the last lap? Pond to the outside, down the back chute. Pulls up alongside the 02 of Garnett. Through 3 and 4. Who's it going to be at the line? Side by side racing. Out of turn 4. At the line. Lloyd Garnett beats him by a fender. Pond not wavering due to the wet conditions on the high side. Challenges him. Lloyd Garnett taking his victory lap. Garnett in the 02 bringing the checkers home in the first qualifying heat this evening. Sponsor of the racing event, also sponsored by Hillcrest Towing, Dan Duke. Rounding out the field in the 40 is Bill McLean. Sponsored by McLean's Auto Body. One more time around, says starter Ken Brace. Wants him to warm up the tire. Diggers Excavation Limited, topsoil, gravel, shale, crushed stone, and all kinds of stuff. Call Donnie Pond or Lisa Pond in Salisbury, sponsor of the 78 car in this event on the outside of row 2. On the point, LCB minute of 13. Outside Jim Dunham at the line. We're going to go racing. Dunham tries to get the advantage going into 1, but can't get around Damon in the 14. Now he does it down the back chute. Gets in front of Damon's 14 car and ducks to the inside, taking over the lead. Now Pond challenging in the Dirt Digger 78, looking to get around Damon for second place. Adam Pond, winning his first feature in Chediac a few weeks ago, has been running well of late and trying to get to the inside of the 14 in turn 1. Pulls up alongside, two black cars side by side. Who's it going to be coming down the back chute? Even as Powers goes down the back stretch. Meanwhile, Jim Dunham is able to run away with it at the moment. The Mart's towing 14 car tries to get down and gets a little loose in the turn. He holds on to it. Almost sideways, coming out of 2. Adam Pond has moved down low, trying to get by, and is having his hands full right now with Damon in the 14. Perhaps a little slicker in that outer lane as Beeman gets sideways with the halfway marks coming around this time. The crossover flags up for halfway now. Has managed to hold down the position in second place. But while that battle was going on, Jim Dunham stretched out a straightaway lead over Adam Pond. And the Hollis Lincoln Mercury car is definitely in command. A battle now developing between Norm Dryden in the 51 and Elsie Beeman's 14. Trying not to lose another position, qualifying for tonight's feature event. Two to go, says starter Ken Brace this time by 2 to go for Jim Dunham's 44 car. Adam Pond can only look on and know he does not have enough time to catch Dunham. The only thing he can hope for now is a driving miscue by the 44 car. As he looks at the white flag, one more time around. Dryden trying to challenge for third place, looking low on Beeman's 14. What's going to happen when they come into turn 3? Jim Dunham brings it home in the 44. Beeman holds on to third place, and Adam Pond sandwiched between in second place. When he comes to the line and pulls his vehicle to a stop, let's have a good hand for Jim Dunham in the 44. Albert County Muffler Limited, Cozy, working in his advantage in that situation and has rejoined the tail end of the third qualifying. That could have been very detrimental to his points chase this season, but his pit crew has worked very hard in the pits and brought his car back out. Keep your eye on the 85 for Budweiser Sportsman Points. One more time, says starter Ken Brace. On the outside, the rookie driver with lots of experience in another division. Daniel Cleaner, side up turn 4. We're going to go racing. Charters and O'Blanis down the back straightaway into turn 3 and out of 4. Side by side, neck and neck at the line. Charters beats him by about half a finger. And they're very dead even down the back chute. No one giving an inch. Meanwhile, the 85 of McKenzie looking to get around the 13 of Roger Sears, with Dave Mullins' 55 planted firmly in the way. Jerry Charter 6 and a single, and O'Blanis now looks to take a challenge down low. almost gets sideways in 1 and 2. Johnny Comfort at the wheel. Oh, it's getting very high out of turn 4. Gets off the gas, allowing McKenzie to go down low on the inside. He saved that car, but lost 2 positions in the process. Now, Glade is trying to challenge up higher. Charters his 6th car. Oblenis pulls up alongside at the halfway point with Terry Charters still in the lead, but he's losing it on the backstretch. Dave Oblenis making a move to the outside. Charters switched down low. Dave Oblenis has taken over the lead in the 3rd qualifying heat. A little puff of smoke from the 48 in 1, possibly just tire smoke. Terry Charters elevated to 2nd. McKenzie trying to claw his way into 3rd place with a very quick Roger Sears 13. The Futura Signs car in front of him. And they're stretched out now with 2 to go. A single ball, several leaders. David Oblenis with 2 to go. The RK Bazal. Mac Tools Automobile. Coming to the line under the white flag. Stretching out his lead to about 8 car lengths. Collins trying to challenge McKenzie now to get that position back. But it might be too late as they cross the line under Dave Oblenis' lead. Terry Charters comes home 2nd, Roger Sears 3rd, and Ken McKenzie pilots the point-leading car to 4th place. Let's have a good hand for Dave Oblenis in the 48. He is having one heck of a racing season, his rookie year, believe it or not, in a sportsman division. There he goes, taking a pit stop. We'll be back out for the semifinal later this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the legend car of Atlantic, the 96. On hand this evening at Speedway. Honored to have their presence here tonight on their tour. And we'll let you know who's driving these machines. And a little bit of technical information on the cars later as well. The 24 car is Andre Simmons. Sits 10th in their points race right now in the 43. The Richard Biddy fellows, that's Ken Taylor. Number 3 is driven by David Weaver. 1 car is Ron Heffler. He is 2nd in the points as we speak. Number 37 is piloted by Cy Harvey. Number 7 is John Barkhouse. One more time around, so starter Ken Brace. but boy, these things are loud for their size. Ken Freilich, ladies and gentlemen, has never won a race in his life. That's the first time he's finished above 7th place. You're witnessing the first victory lap in that gentleman's professional driving career. When he comes to a stop at the start-finish line, please show your appreciation for Ken Freilich with a good round of applause. That is that gentleman's first victory. He never sat in a race car prior to this season, brings it home for the Legends Cars Atlantic Tour. And he'll have his photograph taken by Gary Ward. Congratulations going out to Ken Freilich, his first win ever. These cars are a 5/8 scale 37 or 40 Ford and Chev coupes and sedans. They're made of molded fiberglass bodies. The chassis that the bodies sit on is fully fabricated racing chassis and roll cage designed for safety and strength. And these things come out of the Carolinas. They're manufactured down there. And Ken Freilich taking it home to victory in their first qualifying heat this evening. Those things run on a Yamaha FJ 12,000cc motorcycle engine. Correction, that's 1,200 cc's, not 12,000. They are loud, but not that loud. Street stock division coming back on the grid. On the outside in the semi-5. From Steve Mountain, that's Eugene Weaver. Looks like we're going to have one more. Ken brace our official starters just one more time around. The 60, the Green Machine, Jim Tays. The 5 brought it home to victory earlier this evening. Is driven by Steve Potter from Salisbury. One more time around. Oh, tighten up the field, Mr. Starr. Taking over for Jim Beeman this evening is Ken 1. And really on the green this time as they come out of turn 4. No, they're not lined up properly yet. A few drivers a little over anxious there. We'll get them straightened around and this season at Glade Speedway. And out of turn 4. Will we see a green this time? The field holds back. And we have a green flag for Eugene Weagle with a 75 as Trades drops back to 5th place. Something amiss on that machine. Eugene Weagle taking it across the line. In the lead, look at the 28 car of Bob Cook. He has moved up into 2nd place in just 2 laps. Goes down low on Jim Tays' 41 Green Machine. That's X5 of Steve Potter trying to make it 2 wins tonight. Looks down low on Tays in turn 1-2. Eugene Weagle. That's off. Looking for a route around the 75 car. Looks down low, gets a bumper in the 75. Almost loses control, gets sideways in 1-2. Has to move back into 2nd place. And his tires down on the infield just a little bit. And it's pretty slick on that ground. Steve Potter has moved into 3rd and trying to challenge for 2nd. Next time by for Eugene Weagle in the 75. Eugene Weagle They're trying to get around the outside of Cook's 28 car. Three cars vying for the win right now. It's Legal, Cook, and Potter, 1, 2, 3. With 3 laps to go, they're going to see 2 to go next time around. And they're going to encounter a slower car of Kathy Trace in the 24. This could be interesting to see how this develops. Cook trying to get low down to the inside. 1.5 laps remaining for Eugene Weagle's 75. Chris Potter looking for second, going to the other side of Bob Cook. The 24 car sits in their path as they see the white flag. She moves down low to allow the leaders to go by. And a little contact made between the 24 and 75, but Weagle gets by and has a half a lap to go to see the checkered flag. The 92 car sideways in turn 4. Gets it going just in time. And Eugene Weagle takes on the checkered flag. Picked up a passenger along the way. Eugene Weagle taking home the victory in the Westmoreland Variety Eldon Sign Shop car. That fellow's a little more brave than I am going at that speed with no seatbelt sitting on the outside of a car. Don't try this at home. Once again, we apologize for the audio difficulties in turns 1 and 2. If you cannot hear me in 1 and 2, please give me a wave if you cannot hear me. Not a wave to be seen. I guess they can hear me then. Let's have a good hand for Eugene Weagle holding off all challengers. Whoa, he is quite a fan club here this evening. The family reunion has taken its trip to Glade Speedway this Sunday night. And if he's your most popular driver, remember, you can vote for him. And he will receive the award at the end of the season. Second Street. The 95.5, Joe Legier looking for another win this evening. Outside in the 59, the rookie driver is Dan Abuenas. Inside row 3 in the 00, Derek Smith out of River Glade driving the Chevelle. Ezra Gland in the 20. First Street Stock feature winner at Shediac Can-Am Raceway looking for a win this evening at River Glade Speedway. We would ask you not to stand too close to the start-finish line fence, please. Please do not stand onto that area as we're going to go racing. Boucher in the 78. With the lead, Charlie Lewis slips back inside. Back to third. Joe Legier looks for second place. Dan Abuenas moves down low, and Lewis is number 2. Takes over third. Now Derek Smith looking for the low round. The number 2 on the inside drops back 3 positions. Ask that if you are standing near the front fence, please do not stand in that area. That is not a safe place to be during the race. We don't want to have to pull you off the fence. Please go sit down in your seat. Thank you very much. Bob Boucher crosses the line on top that time by. Bob Boucher is second, and Dan Oblinus is in third place. Giving Dan Oblinus room to move down low to the inside, looking for second place. Well, Oblinus has made short work of July's 95, now trying to track down, to lock onto the 78 car right in front of him. He's got about 3 car lengths to make up. As they cross the line one more time. The Atlantic first their car on Boucher. On top, hung up outside, up against the wall. The 95 of Algier has dropped tail into the field. He may be heading pit side in that car. Just when it looks like he was having a great evening, he better get it off the track in a hurry. Spins the hills, takes it to the infield, to the pit area, and Bob Boucher will see a white flag next time around. There's Overranked sideways on the back shift. Almost collected the double zero of Derek Smith. One more time for Bob Boucher, followed by Dan Oblinus to the 59. Trying to catch the 78 with all yells up the line. Bob Boucher on the 78. Takes it home in the street stock division. Dan Oblinus comes on second. Chandler Lewis is third and Derek Smith in fourth. Ezra Glade with some handling this, but Bob Boucher is the hero of the moment, winning this qualifying semi-final event in the street stock division. Make sure you have your entrance admission tickets out. We'll be drawn for prizes very shortly once we've gathered up those tickets. So make sure you've got your tickets handy, and we'll be drawing for some great prizes. The BF Goodrich Tour of Legend Cars has been kind enough to give us some prizes to give away this evening as well. They have a special treat prior to their feature event. So you better practice your catching skills because they're going to be tossing something up. We're going to have a green flag this time around. Starter Ken Brace drops the green flag on the field. We're going to go racing one more time. To get around the 15 car. Dan Burke trying to hold on but can't do it. Norm Dryden has assumed the lead of the Sportsman semifinal. A little bit loose perhaps is the 15 car. Down the backstretch, Norm Dryden leads the Budweiser Sportsman down the back chute and out of turn 4. crossing the line in first place. We're going to see 5 down at 5 to go next time around from starter Ken Brace and Ron Dryden's 51. We're trying to hold on to second. Bill McLean looks down to the inside. Can't make a move stick that time around. His opposite number down the back chute. 8 down, 2 laps to go for Ron Dryden. Dan Burke is just not able to handle that car. Either something's wrong or he's finding out a little slick out there this evening. The white flag comes down for Ron Dryden. Checkered flag. Bill McLean trying to hold on to third. Dave Miles is making a move to the outside in 3-4. Ron Dryden wins the victory. Dan Burke goes off second and up the line. Bill McLean holds off Dave Mullins. What a battle for third place. Another lap and it could have gone the other way. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. We'd ask you to get your entrance admission ticket stubs out. We're going to be making a draw for some prizes from the BF Goodrich Legend cars this evening. Sharon Barkhouse on hand to draw a winning ticket. And for half from the 700. In the Dirt Biggers 87. Trying to hold on to that second spot as Jim Dunham challenges it down on the inside. Dunham gets a little loose down the back chute. I'm moving to the outside and goes through. Wants to spread the winning around tonight and tries to move down to the outside of Granite 0-2 at halfway mark. 5 laps down, 5 laps remaining. Boy, Granite off the pace. Tony Pond moves around the outside. And now Garnett slips to third as Jim Dunham moves his forward to the outside. semi-final with 1.5 laps remaining. Donnie Pond on top. Jim Dunham is second. Roy Gardner in third place. We're going to have lots more prizes to give away, so make sure you have your tickets on hand as Donnie Pond comes to the line for the checkered flag. Jim Dunham brings it home in second spot. The O2 of Garner finishes third. Not quite as good as his winning attempt earlier this evening. Paul Lewis holding up for a strong finish that time. He looks good for feature time this evening. Donnie Pond will receive the checkered flag this time around. And we're going to announce those winning numbers. Second qualifying event for the Legends. On the point in the 24, Andre Simons. The 43 car is Ken Burdick, the winner of the first qualifying heat tonight. And in the 3 is David Reader outside fourth. Inside of Roper in the 10 car, we have Don Lamb. Outside in the 8 is Harry Edwards. The 6 car is driven by Ivan Langell. And Ivan Langell was the Snap-on Trolls winner of the other driving weekend. He was the winner of that last week. Ivan Langell driving the 6. Piloting the 9 automobile is Don Garnier. And in the 1, we have Ron Hepler, the 37 car driven by Cy Harvey, familiar to NASCAR fans around the Atlantic provinces. And rounding out the field, the Darrell Routrip paint job is a number 7, John Barkhouse, the current point leader. I wonder who his favorite driver is. And I've been informed that it's his wife's favorite driver, and that's why his car is painted that way, and not with the black and silver. Watch the 7 car. Last event, he worked his way up in the field very well, and this time he may do even better. On the point, and the 24, Andre Simons outside Ken Burdick with a green flag. What's going on? All heading into 1-2. Everyone scrambling for position. Last time an early lead went to the advantage. Don Garnier in the 9, the 37 car is Cy Harvey. Major contact between those cars as the gentlemen servicing those cars bring out the jack to tow it back in. Meanwhile, our cleanup truck is thinking about coming out. And those cars are cooled off strictly by air. They're air cooled. Therefore, they can't idle around. So they have to shut them down. Cy Harvey's 37 is mobile. Anybody who wants some burgers? We're barbecuing in the pit area currently. That would be under the hood of a car. I can't quite see what number that is right now. There's definitely some smoke happening over there. The ambulance from the St. John ambulance from Moncton on hand. This is just a precautionary measure. When anyone hits the wall, they bring that vehicle out just to check on the driver and make sure he's okay.
Go ahead. Okay, we got 24.
Tough bird. wait for Don Garnier in the 9. We will have to get that car fixed in a hurry if he wants to have it back for feature time. The final event of the evening will be the feature event for the Legends cars, as well as an exciting fan participation challenge that will happen during that race. So we invite you to stay on hand till the very last lap. A restart next time around. We have 1 lap complete, 9 laps remaining in this 10-lap qualifying heat for the BF Goodrich Legend cars. Andre Simons in the 24. The 43 is Ken Freilich. They will lead around the rest of the field when they see green. And we're going to have a green this time by single bar restart. Being challenged for second place by Harry Edwards now. Ken Freilich, 33. The leader almost getting a little back from behind. He just wants him to know he's got company. Second in the 8, Harry Edwards, but the man of the evening, Ken Freilich, not satisfied with his first career win, takes home his second career win on the same night. The 43 car with the yellow rookie stripe on his bumper takes home the checkered flag, the second time tonight. He will not soon forget River Glade Speedway. 75, and it looks like they're going to be ready to go as the field tightens up in turn 3-4. Starters to go to the field, we're going to have a green flag. Eugene Wiggle on top. The street stock feature. Encountering traffic in 1 and 2. Eugene Wiggle loses the field. Let him stand forward with Steve Carter. And here's Butler. Sideways goes to 66 on the front chute. Derek Smith corrects the wall. A melee involving 6 vehicles. Yellow flag down. What a massive confusion that was. 66 car getting sideways collected everyone as they were racing out of 4 getting up to speed. We'll have the field realigned to be back to racing in the Atlantic Bolt and Screw Steel Mart event this evening for the Street Stock Division. She's the lovely lady wearing the white and black top as she walks in front of the grandstand area, and she'll be tossing out some hats at random. Make a catch and take yourself home a hat. A lot of smoke coming from the 28 car. That's Bob Cook out of Hillsborough. Field set for a race start. Street stock feature time. Eugene Wiggle on top. Steve Carter on side. We're going to go! Side by side. Racing action for the top position. Eugene Wiggle looking for another win this evening. I can't imagine the cheer that will go up if he can win tonight's feature. All this racing action being brought to you by Steel Mart and Atlantic Bolt and Screw. Oh, they get contact on the front chute as they came out of 4. Excellent challenge being used to the lead by Steve Carter. Goes to the Wiggle car, gets into the lead. Steve Carter is taken over the feature lead. Contact between the 31 and 28 cars. Great racing action underway. Steve Carter's 5 leads the field around. Bob Boucher is second. The 95.5 of Jules Gier has assumed third. The 75 car gets loose. Here goes the third. The 5 numbers he's brought back. The minute first. Tough break for Eugene Wiggle. Feature event this evening. Brian Quinlan in the 9 moving up in the field, passes his Orgoland down to the inside. We're 10 laps down, 10 laps remaining. Atlantic Bolt and Screw Steel Mart feature. the front chute, manages to stay out of the way of any trouble. Meanwhile, this could go down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. 95.5 and 5 down the front chute, crossing the line. This year has the advantage in the straightaways, but Potter seems to get him in the turns. And Rozier can't back that well. He's sideways in turn 1, 3 and 4. Side by side, who will win the feature event this evening? And looking on in third spot, in O'Glenis. Maybe a driver missed you will allow him to sneak in for the win with 5 to go. 16 down, 5 laps remaining for Stephen Potter in the Marshall Cup, and it's 5. Taken the win away. And then O'Glenis looks to take over second, trying to get around Potter. They're saying Potter was slower car. Cassie Trace now being lapped once more. The 41 car off the base to Jim Taylor's automobile. Just to the end of the corner. The 95.5. Stephen Potter trying to close in to retake the lead. And Dan O'Glenis and Brian Quillen duking it for third place. O'Glenis moves to the outside, looking for second position. Outside the back car, there's 1 to go for Joe Shear. The 5 and 59 get together on a 4. Making contact in 1 and 2. Sits on and watches this unfold in front of him. And a checker forward for Joe in the 95.5. Second place goes to Potter. Third is O'Glenis. A few words exchanged between those gentlemen, no food, as they came across the line. And a little extracurricular activity as the 95.5 of Joe Rozier brings it home for the feature win. The Atlantic Bolt and Screw Steel Mart feature. One, two, testing, 1, 2. Once again, Atlantic Bolt and Screw has provided us with a $50 gift certificate for some product in their establishment, and the winning number is a green ticket. Please check your entrance admission stubs, 119788. And you will receive a $50 gift certificate from Atlantic Bolt and Screw. Joe Shear brings it home in the 95.5. Feature time. Let's have a good hand for Joe Shear in the 95. Gary Ward on hand to take a photograph of this driver. And don't forget to patronize Gary Ward and his photographs. You can pick up any specialty item that he has available. We'll sneak in here and get a couple of words from Gary Ward. Congratulations on your feature win. You had to fight awful hard there to get around the other car. How does it feel to win tonight? Oh, it feels really good. Having a good season. Hopefully you keep going the same way. Well, you ended up at the hardware tonight. Congratulations. Thank you. We're not going to... Opportune time. The Atlantic Bolt and Screw Steel Mart feature. We're going to go. Sears in the 13. Kissing the concrete in 1 and 2. Roger Sears' 13 car. Roger Sears climbing out of his automobile. And the ambulance, quick to be on hand. Hey, Steve still has it. He beat the ambulance there. That's pretty quick, Steve, and that's good work. Roger Sears climbs out of his car. Perhaps more frustrated than anything. And some of them will be in cars for the first time, and it will be interesting to see what transpires. Next Sunday night at 6 p.m. Plus a regular schedule of events in the Budweiser Sports Division and Street Track. And on the bike, takes the green flag. And once again, stretching it out between Pond and Lewis. There's a big gap there. Donnie Pond in second place. And Lewis holds his head in the 62. Your place leader, Ken McKenzie, well back in the field. The 48 car down low on the inside. Into the wall is now Glade in 59 for extra shot as they continue on. The track looks clear and they continue around. Glade sporting a nice flat side from hitting the wall on the back chute, perhaps straightening out a few things to chance to make that. Okay, John Brown, Paul Walter, Jim Dunham, your top four, followed by Ben Burke in the 15. Can anybody touch West Brown in the season? He's got a quite good on his checkered flag in the trophy this evening from Mart and Atlantic Boulder School. Exciting racing action this evening. Will Jordan and Donnie Brown duking it out for the victory win. Following Richmond and fourth, followed by Jim Dunham and Ben Burke. Dave O'Burness in the 48. Now looking to advance another position, looking to the outside of Dave Mullins. So right now the action is in the third set of the pack. Glade and Pond. One more circuit this time now. And it continues to lead the charge. Dunham looking for a way around to the third spot, trying to get by Lewis to the inside. Just moves in 1 and 2. Manages to regain control of his car. He knows time is over, we're running out. Johnny Comfort 5 is right in their path. They're kind of a slower car this time around. 8X to the inside. No advantage there for Glade as Comfort offers no opposition to Garnett's 02 as they come around for 3 to go. They're Garnett in the 02. Looking for a second slide, looking for a trophy from the School and Mart. 2 hours to go. Johnny Comfort into the infield. The 02, the 87. All Garnett with only a second and a half remaining to take on the feature event of the Budweiser Sportsman Division. Crosses the line in front of the 87. Garnett in the 02, taking home the victory this evening. The junior fan of the evening is Kirk Griffiths. His favorite driver is car number 50. If we could have the 50 car remain on the field for Kirk Griffiths, you're the junior fan of the evening. The Legend cars will be up next, their feature event of the evening. This is the first time they have ever raced in our beautiful province. They have chosen Glade Speedway as the place to do it. Glade Garnett, ladies and gentlemen, in the 02, first feature win of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a good hand for Glade Garnett as he climbs out of his car. First feature win of the season in the Budweiser Sportsman Division. Starting off on the point is the 24 of Andre Simons, the 44 group, sponsored by NACO, Apple Auto Block, Sixto County Central. Outside of World War, Ken Furlock in the 43. This evening in the 37 sponsored by Mayor Executive Design Furniture Limited, Ken Smith Trailer Sales. Will be the 33 of Gary Ford, the 37 Chip Coupe, Environmental Services, Rosenthal Sales and Leasing, Odessa Car Auction, Big Factory, Irving Oil out of Liverpool, Nova Scotia. Starting fourth is Harry Edwards in the 8th, the 37 Chevy Sedan, the H.J. Edwards, World-Growing Oceanson Canning Studio, Harry Collins, Nova Scotia. Ladies and gentlemen, we make it all turn 4. This time by for a star. We want you to give them a big wave. We want you to stand up and wave to these drivers. Come around. Next time for their start, give them a wave of your hat, a wave of your hand, a wave of your program, whatever you have on hand. Next time by for these drivers, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Nova Scotia and points here and there in between. First time in New Brunswick, the Legend Cars feature about to begin. action. 24 on the point. That's Andre Simons. Outside is Ken Burrows in a 43. Two-time winner this evening. I have a question to ask of this lady here. What is your name, ma'am?
Myrna White.
And Myrna, how many of these wonderful Legends automobiles started this evening? Just take a wild guess. Count how many are there, how many are out, and add them up. A surprise prize from the 33 car. Starter Ken Grace tightening up the field for a restart. Feature event, first time in the project. Down the backstretch, they're tightening up the field. Green flag is up. Hopefully looking for a clean start this time by. With a 24 on the board, 43 outside. We're gonna go racing. What a race is. The 6 car looks like a free line of the 24. Backs out of it. 3 and 4, the 43 car. evening, we'll remind you that traffic is traveling at a higher rate of speed on the Trans-Canada Highway. So when you do enter the highway, please do so with care. Please drive to arrive. Thank you for coming. We hope to see you next Sunday night for CFQM Celebrity Race Night. Next Sunday night at 6 p.m. We also invite you to go to the pit area following this event, where the drivers will make themselves available. In fact, they're going to be parked right on the front chute. They're making themselves available this evening for you to check out those automobiles. So we invite you to stay around and go down and check out those cars as they line up on the front straightaway. And let's have a good round of applause for the winning driver, number 7, John Barkhouse. That car is sponsored by Cantel, Thruway Muffler, Ross Trailer Sales, Sunoco Lubricants, Econocolor, Vinyl FX, Braemar Pest Control. Emails from Hammonds Plains, Nova Scotia, also sponsored by ProCycle Specs through Scott Canvas Workers, UAP Mainway.